Guatemala travel. Exploring the ruins plus volcanoes plus water. There is still a place on Earth where everything is still being shaped by volcanoes, ancient ruins, and water. Where what appears to be mountains in the distance is actually an unexcavated pyramid with unknown treasures waiting to be unearthed, and where the civilizations of old blend in with the modern day in a way that is seamless and timeless. Although that sounds like the beginning of an Indiana Jones movie, the place I am really talking about is Guatemala. The entire country of Guatemala is a rainforest. This is obvious from the window of your plane as you get closer to landing, and all you can see are the rolling dramatic green mountains and jungles. Literally, no matter where you are in this country, you will always have a view of mountains and volcanoes, even from the beaches. It rains a little bit almost every day here between May and November, and it is welcomed and accepted by all of the residents, as they quickly have adapted their driving habits to navigate around huge potholes or streets that have turned into raging rivers. Everything grows here quickly, and people are very in tune with nature. Whenever I am planning a trip to really experience a country, I try to get a sampling of all of the things that make a place unique or great and plan activities that you can't do anywhere else but there. I don't want to just go enjoy the main cities or popular tourist spots. I want to feel the local culture, get lost a bit, and explore, leaving room for that accidental travel tip from a local that may alter the entire course of the journey and create an even more magical experience. I found that Guatemala is full of these magical experiences and places. Maybe because the people here are the descendants of the ancient Mayan culture who were ruled by the stars and the earth, and even today they live life more connected to nature. Or maybe I was the one who was more open to the discovery of hidden treasures and volcanoes. Regardless, I only had a couple of weeks to really experience a small country in Central America, so I decided to break up my trip into the three themes or elements that I felt really described and shaped Guatemala not only in the past, but in the present. Ancient Mayan ruins, volcanoes, and water. Ancient ruins. The ancient Mayan civilization at its peak stretched all the way from Mexico to Panama, and there are hundreds of remnants of its opulent past in the form of pyramids and ruins all across Central America. But the greatest and tallest of all can be found deep in the jungle of North Guatemala at a place called Tikal. Tikal is the most well-known area of ruins in Guatemala, not only because it's a UNESCO heritage site, but because it boasts the tallest pyramid that exists from the Mayans, towering over the jungle canopy at 70 meters tall. Nearby, there are many other smaller ruins like Yaxo, which are all unique in their own way and are less touristy, but Tikal is special. Tikal is not just one pyramid in the jungle, but rather the ruins of what was a huge, bustling Mayan citadel between 200 and 850 AD, with well-manicured roads and walkways and no trees or jungle as you see now. As you walk through the ruins that spread across 10 square miles, you can see what looks like huge moss and tree-covered mountains, which we found out are still unexcavated pyramids and buildings with unknown treasures still buried within. It is so expensive and time-consuming for the Guatemalan government to unearth this entire archaeological site that they just haven't. So the University of Pennsylvania funded a 13-year excavation to uncover only 10 square miles out of 222 square miles of uncovered ruins. It is overwhelming to think about how this place was even built back before there were machines or real tools, and how massive it was. Imagine this: your guide wakes you up at 4 a.m. and you get into your hiking clothes, grab the camera, tripod,